What's going on, guys? It's your girl Rosie here with Iconix Radio. And today we have an amazing, awesome guest. Mr. Ray Cashman is here all the way from the Mississippi Delta, y'all. What is it? M-I, crickle letter, I, crickle letter I, humpback. Okay, I got it. Yes, I got it. I've
That's
been
it.
working on it all my life. But Ray Cashman is here, an amazing recording artist, an amazing, awesome person that just loves to do really good homegrown music. Mr. Ray, how are you feeling today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me on this show.
No, thank you for joining us today. I think your music is so amazing. I think it's very heartfelt because it's literally made from the heart.
That it is. That it is.
I love that. Let's start off. I think I asked you earlier, what's the first thing that you like to do when you wake up in the morning? And your response was,
Have a cup of coffee. Gotta have that
yeah,
coffee to get going.
I love that. And then also you like to go for a walk with your good friend. What is your friend's name?
His name is Bear because we
Bear.
found him in the woods. So, yep.
Wow.
He's
Oh
a
my.
German Shepherd lab mix, but he looks a lot, he looks like a German Shepherd.
I love that. Shout out to Bear. Bear don't need no coffee. He's just ready to go.
No,
As
he's
soon as you
ready right from the get go.
I love that. Well, starting off, let's talk about your sound. How would you describe your sound as a recording artist?
I'm basically a roots singer songwriter. I have a lot in the blues. My music is real bluesy, but there's also that Americana and roots uh, part of it. And I try to write. This would be my 10th recording as a solo artist,
Wow.
and I've only recorded like two or three cover songs. So the majority of them are my songs.
Wow. Wow. Awesome.
So, yep. And that's pretty much it. And I basically right now play a lot of solo gigs, and there's a lot of gigs here in Mississippi. Um, that's kind of the reason why we moved from Texas to Mississippi, which
Wow.
I was here all the time, anyways.
There you go. I love that. I love the fact that you said that like music has definitely, again, in a sense, followed you throughout your entire life. Is that right?
Yes, yes.
Well,
Uh,
let's kind of dab on that a little bit. When you think of the blues, who are some of your influences?
well, of course, there's all the like when I was a kid growing up, Stevie Ray Vaughan was very popular, and of course, like Muddy Waters and Howlin' Wolf, I've always really liked them. And when you like listen to the Rolling Stones, they had all that influence from the old Chicago blues players.
Wow. Yeah.
So, anyways, and in this town, a real famous. There's quite a few of them, but one of it is Charlie Musselwhite, who was, playing in Chicago with those guys when he was a kid back in the 1960s. And I
Mm.
just talked to him about 30 minutes before I got home to do this interview.
Whoa! Oh my goodness! I love that. I'm more than sure that you told him you were going to mention him because who wouldn't mention a legend out of the town? Like really? So I know he's going to watch this and say, "That's my guy." That's
Yep.
right. Well, I think childhood definitely has a big influence on who we become eventually, right?
Right.
What was it like for you growing up as a child?
Oh, we lived in a small town, and it was just a general. We all played sports, a lot of sports and music. I mean, that's what my dad would always. On Sunday mornings, we'd come home from church, and he would crank the stereo up and play Johnny Cash and Merle Haggard and
On a
Duke
Sunday, come
Ellington.
on.
So
I love that.
so I kind of grew up with like, Duke Ellington and Johnny Cash. So you can't get much two opposite extremes.
Love that. That's so true. Especially on a good Sunday now. And
Yeah.
listen, you get the word, you got some good food, the dad's cranking up the music. That's a good hometown feeling right there.
Yeah.
I love that. Now, when you look at your musical influences within your family, did you have any at all?
No, I was the only one who played music out of my family. There was two sisters and a brother, and then my parents, but nobody played. My brother dabbled a little bit in heavy metal guitar, but other than that, no, that was it.
Oh, oh.
It
So
was
how did it happen? Was it the music that your father was playing? Like, did you feel something on one of those good Sundays where you were like, you know what, this is what I want to do? What inspired you to become the musician in the family?
yeah, exactly it. I just heard that, and I would, see the musician and say, "Man, that's what I want to do. I don't want to put on a suit or go out have to work real hard. I'd rather do this."
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Okay. But I could totally relate to that. Also being a recording artist. When I used to see Whitney Houston, Michael, everyone just kind of doing what made everyone feel good. I was like, I think I could do this. And then one day I sung in church. My grandmother was like, okay, Amazing Grace it is. We sing it every Sunday. Go. And after I finished singing, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my life. So sometimes it's just that feeling that you get. Do you remember that first performance?
Yeah, I was probably in the ninth grade.
Come on, Ray, high school. Uh-oh. Oh, the lady, let's talk about it. What did the ladies say? What happened?
Well, actually, it was a girl that convinced me to start a band real fast to enter this talent group, and none of us were very good musicians at the time,
Uh-huh.
and we were trying to learn a song, and we couldn't really figure it out. So I wrote a song for us, and we did that song. So that was the first song that I wrote, and then I've continued to write songs ever since.
Talk about a ladies' man. Let's go. What? So wait a minute. A young lady influenced you in the ninth grade to start a band for a talent show.
Yes. Yeah.
Instead of you guys doing the cover and killing it, literally, you wrote a song. Did you guys win?
I don't recall actually.
Okay, that's okay. Mission
Probably not.
accomplished.
Probably not. But
But
I thought, but it went over pretty well, So, and
good,
then we're like,
good.
well, hey, this is a good way to meet the ladies and to kind of just be,
So,
So the high school I went to was in the Woodlands, Woodlands, Texas, right outside of Houston, and there was several. There was like three or four really good bands out of our high school, and they had a park that they would allow us to play. They had a stage. And I
wow.
can't remember the exact times and stuff, but it was fairly early in the evening, and we had to be out of there by 9 or something. But we would get all our friends. With there'd be huge crowds, 300
What?
people, and it'd be like two or three bands playing every, not every Saturday, but maybe twice a month or something like that. So
Two to 300 people and counting. And then here you are years later
playing for
with
a lot less.
albums. Or less, okay?
Yeah.
But I mean, we're not even talking social media days. So how was the word getting out?
Well, it was school, so you just you'd make a flyer and you'd tell people, and and so everybody would show up. It was
What?
actually easier then than it is today. When
I'm sure. Oh my God. Because you can actually get everyone's attention at one time.
right,
It's
right.
like the flyer. This is it. Oh my God. That is so inspiring. Wow. And here you are today. Let's talk about your new single, your new album actually that's out. What's the name and how did you come up with the title?
Um, it's called Redemption Road, and it was just a song I wrote. Just kind of reflecting back on certain things and just trying to do, the right thing and correct the stuff that you've done wrong in the past.
Wow.
So, yeah, I just called it that. And it's just, I had one line in there that mentioned Redemption Road, so I just called it that. And that album was recorded here in Clarksdale, and I had all my friends play on it. This is a town of musicians,
Yeah.
and and you know, everybody did it for pretty much free of charge or very little,
There you
which
go.
is always helps.
There you go. I love that. I love that. When you do you remember like a particular song that actually made you go deeper than the others?
Well, I think that Redemption Road is kind of and it's not really about me, but it's just a song about, trying to right the wrongs that you have done
Wow. I
in your
love
life.
that. I love
So,
that.
um, everybody's messed up a few times in their lives.
That's right. And
So,
if they say they haven't, liar.
right, exactly. And
I
then
love that.
the other song that I'm gonna be the next single out is a song called Delta Town, which is about Clarksdale.
Ah.
And
Well,
because we have music 365 days a year, blues
what?
music 365 days a year.
Mhm.
And it's a small town, it's about 14,000 people, and there's about 7 or 8 venues here
Wow.
that, with you've probably heard of Ground Zero Blues Club.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
I have.
that's the most famous one here, that Morgan Freeman owns. And so, yeah, it's just so I just wrote about this town and about, how we have music and fun and, and it's just a small Delta town.
Hey, right there on the Delta. Now I know that a lot of people they're very quick to say, "Oh, blues, BB King." Do you have any BB King like stories or anything that BB King did that may have like kind of you were able to really grasp or relate to?
No, actually, no.
What? You're
I
the
was
first,
never,
Ray,
I
but that's
mean, I
okay.
liked BB King, but he wasn't one of my main influences. I,
Yeah,
I mean, I was more into like I said, Holland Wolf and John Lee Hooker,
yeah.
stuff with a good groove to it. That's what I like.
Yeah. I love that. Sometimes when I talk to people who artists that are doing blues, some play instruments and some don't. Do you play any instruments?
Yes, guitar.
Okay, now let's talk about it now. When did you pick up your very first guitar and what was the first song you ever played?
Oh,
Oh, come on, Ray.
I I got my first guitar when I was about 12. I don't
Nice.
really recall the first song I learned, but I bet you it was like a Bob Dylan song.
Oh, okay. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, that or I tried to. I kind of like the sing, and I still do the singer songwriter guys. Like Bob Dylan and Neil Young and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So Towns Van Zandt was one of my favorite Texas guy.
Mm-hmm.
So so I have that part of it too in my music.
Beautiful. I know that also having a team is very important. So, on this album, who are some of the musicians that you're playing with? Let's give them a shout out. Producers, engineers, anybody you would like to highlight.
Okay. Well, the engineer and his recording studio is Gary Vincent, and he does a lot of work with I don't know if you're familiar with some of these people, but John Primer, he used to play in Muddy Waters band. He recorded John Primer just before me. He records Charlie Musselwhite, and he records Morgan Freeman. He does all Morgan Freeman's voiceovers.
What?
So
Wow.
when I did the singing, I sang in what we call the voice of God, which Morgan Freeman does.
Yeah,
He's
very
God.
well. Very well.
Yeah, so that room is where we do all the vocals in. So Gary did the engineering. My good friend Reverend Robert um, played a lot of slide guitar.
Hmm. Oh, nice.
Um, his name is Robert Reynolds, but his stage name is Reverend Robert. And then Kevin Sue, who goes by Guitar Frenchie, he's played guitar on a couple tracks. He's originally from France, but he's lived in the United States for over 20 years. He's actually a citizen, which is kind of interesting. He showed me a few. For him to become a citizen, he had these letters that people wrote for him to say, like, he's an outstanding citizen. And he showed me one that was from Waylon Jennings,
Hmm. Oh,
and one from I can't think of his name, but he's the guy from Metallica, the singer, guitar player from Metallica.
what's his name? The guitar player.
It's not Kirk
Boo!
Hammett.
I don't have any help over
It's
here
the
either.
other guy. Yeah, it'll come to me. And Slash wrote him a letter. So
Yes. What?
yeah, so he had all these. Yeah, he was uh, recommendations from all these famous guitar players. So and then my buddy B, that's what he goes by, BE.
Hmm.
He's trying to start something with that.
He is. BE. Okay. All right,
Yeah,
B.
I said,
Hey,
how do you want to be credited on the album? He says, BE. That's it,
that's
B.
it.
B drums.
I
So he
love
played
that.
he played the drums on there, and who else was there? Oh, and then Gary also played the bass. So that
Wow.
was basically the band that we recorded with.
I think, having so much richness in the blues and having these musicians that you can just think of just things that really just stand out as you mentioned them is just like it's a lot of history that also is behind this album. So it's not like a whole bunch of amateurs. Like you went and got some of the best of the best. It
All these
sounds
all
like to
these
me.
guys are professionals. Yeah,
I
that's how they
love
make their
that.
money.
Come on now. I
They know
love that.
nothing else.
Nothing.
Nothing else.
Thinking about team, as we just mentioned some amazing musicians that's a part of this album. Let's talk about because promotion, marketing, branding, all of those things also help get an album out to the listeners. Working with John PR in Houston, I mean, it doesn't get any better than John. So let's talk about what has it been like so far working with John PR from Houston because I know he's just an amazing guy with a lot of knowledge and experience.
Yes. So this will be I believe, the third time I've used John. And the first two albums, they were on the charts, and he did a fantastic job. And he knows the cutting edge of what's going on. He's always
Yeah.
got new ideas. The guy must just research music business stuff constantly, you know, and he'll be explaining it to me. And, I don't really, I just like to make the music.
That's
I'm
it.
not really into all the other part of the music business.
Right, right.
So with that being said, he does the first two albums he did for me were fantastic. So
Wow.
went with someone else. The last album, and nothing really happened. So I back to John.
Hey, I know that's right. Now, I know that there's been a mention of a guitar player, Mr. Kirk Hammett. Let's kind of see what do you have to mention about him or say because I know that he's played a very intricate part as well.
No, Kurt Hammock. That was the Metallica guy. That's the guy I was trying to think of.
Exactly, he's played a very intricate part in this too. See?
Yeah. Well, no, he's the one who wrote the letter for my buddy Guitar Frenchie to be an
Wow.
American citizen. So,
What?
so
Oh man.
anyways, but yeah, back to John. He's just very knowledgeable, and he knows everybody.
Yes, he does. Yes,
So
he does. Yes.
that's pretty much the that's what you got. It's not how much you know, it's who you know.
You better say that again, Mr. Ray. That is so true. Now, I believe that performances are very important for an artist because you either get something from it or you don't. What do you expect or intend for artists or people in the audience to be able to take from your performances?
Well, I hope that they just enjoy the music and that they know that it's something I'm very passionate about, and and for the most part, most people be like, "Yeah, I could feel, you know, I live the songs." So
Mhm.
basically, want that to be, you know, hopefully they'll get that part of it. And and I also like to tell stories and just try to be entertaining. I just want people to be entertained and
Yes.
say like, you know what, that was a pretty good $10 that I spent to see this guy.
That's right. That's right. I love it. Now, where can people find you and support you?
Well, I'm on all the Facebook and all that. Ray Cashman, my Spotify. I have two Spotify accounts. The Cashman, the one that just is Cashman, is the main one. And then my website, raycashman.net. Um, and just Bandcamp and there's so many things now that you have to
Yes.
try to keep up with.
All streaming platforms.
Yes,
I
all
love that.
platforms you'll find me.
Well, Mr. Ray, we're almost to the closing of this interview. Are there any words of encouragement that you would like to give to the young listeners out there who may inspire to become a recording artist as yourself one day?
Well, I would say don't give up.
Yes.
Be hard time. There's a lot of work involved in it. Um, but if that's your passion and that's what you really want to do, just drive through all the hard times and hopefully you'll receive the benefits of it. And a lot of the benefits is just on a performance or something where you see people are smiling and they're leaving and they're happy, and
Yeah.
you helped alleviate some of the pain and hardships that we all have today. In today's, how it is today. It's crazy. So
Yeah, say that again. Thank you so much for that. I believe that this interview has taken us really back to the Delta. Like it's just been so much full of richness and just amazing stories to hear about the young lady convincing you to start a band. And then here you go years later with a new album, amazing music, and you just keeping it locked down in the roots as it should be.
well, thank you very much, and
Yes,
I
sir.
all having me on your show, and very happy that John in Houston told me all about y'all.
Yay! We love you, John. Now we're going to play a quick game. Do we have time? Okay. I'm going to ask you two quick questions. Which of these is not a real guitar effect pedal? Is it A, fuzz, B, wah wah, C, reverb, or D, popcorn?
Popcorn.
Come on, let's go, Mr. Ray. One more. What is the main theme of Tracy Chapman's song Give Me One Reason? Is it a road trip across the country, or B, asking for a reason to stay in a relationship?
A. Wait, you want the real reason?
The real reason.
Yeah, B.
Come on, let's go. Mr. Ray, this has been such an amazing interview. You killed the game. And once again, we appreciate your music. We appreciate keeping it down home Southern blues, just like it's supposed to be. Thank you for coming to Iconix Radio.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys, it's your girl Rosie here with Iconix Radio. Mr. Ray, any final words before we go?
Nope, just thank you very much, and hope to see you live in person someday.
Most definitely. All the way from the Mississippi Delta. Thank you, Mr. Ray Cashman. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.